Hello, this is QJ and welcome. Well, this is a very odd place to start. Well, I think you should check out my last video. The last Fontaine Adventures video to see why there's a broken tank on the side and why we're testifying for Linny and Lynette.
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
And Cowl wasn't supposed to be inside.
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl.
Is that chalk?
However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Maybe that should be a bias.
You can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
That's a few days.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
Where else did we get this information for us to say stuff like this? I don't remember.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good.
Noted.
Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
So maybe case record. Oh, wait, this is like a trial system. You can check with undiscovered evidence and clues in a case record. Perception to find evidence and clues that can be investigated within a certain radius around yourself. This will advance your overall progress. Guard's investigation report. Let me try and paraphrase this. So the fireworks were the reason why the water tank fell down and killed Cowl. And he was in it for some reason. And Linny is the prime suspect. But it's a mystery for why Cowl was the victim. And the Miss Audience disappeared. So deceased identity. Oh, poor guy. Cowl, he is one of Linny's assistants and he's well trusted by all his colleagues. He had to set up and inspect the props and keep the crowd engaged. A detective in action? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, there's another Octonauts reference! Now we're playing as Kashi. White line, so if he wasn't inside the box, he might have dodged the falling water tank. Oh, be careful around class. Sorry, I think the travelers got good boots. Oh, we can search for what we can see.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
Is it a coincidence that the water was water
the rope
tank?
looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
Oh.
Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler?
Where the rope snapped. Okay, I wanted to mention, I think Lily wanted the water tank and the box to be center of stage because that's where a lot of the attention goes to keep it nice and equal for the audience, like nice and symmetrical. So we need to study the length.
Look, this bit is made from different material. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
A flash cotton?
Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made
It was
with that
meant
kind
to be
of material
burned.
in it, then that means... Wait, why don't you write all this down?
Okay,
Let's
that's
take
good.
notes.
Oh my goodness, we're being Kashi! Kashi! Oh, the new DaVinci Mystery. Suspend the water tank, and it was actually flammable. So maybe the water tank was supposed to be a thing. Esmond.
Go ahead, have a look around. In the end, we're both after
Oh
you.
yeah. Oh, this is just the guy. Okay. Quickly, we need to search for other evidence. Maurice, you know commentating's
What are you investigating?
little thing? Maurice the ladybug and Gilgamesh, that gigantic beetle.
This location has also been cordoned off because the magic troupe members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Oh, cool. So we are the attorney. Oh, that probably might indicate that we are biased, or so who is she?
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Halsey, okay.
Apparently,
Miss
she wasn't a regular at the
Halsey
Opera House,
audience.
but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The magic troupe members all claim not to know her, and we have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects.
You know, we should check
Simply
that
put, she
randomizer
wasn't related
machine
to
that
the magic
Lenny
troupe at
used in
all,
that cutscene.
which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
So, we need to check if it really
Were the
is
victims of
random.
previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between
Now,
them.
about the young women of same age range,
Okay then.
is that randomizer machine really random if it keeps on happening to pick a woman
No need to be so
of a
formal.
young age?
If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact
Why
us.
did someone want or something
It is
wants
of
a woman
utmost
of a certain
importance that we
age?
get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Maybe smartness, but their brain isn't developed enough to fully develop that part of the brain for reasonable thinking, because the brain completely develops at age 25. Halsey is the missing person. She's a painter, and she's a creative, and she is not really related to Lenny's troupe. Okay, looking for anything else. Where on earth is that randomizer machine? It is important information. Come on. A broken magic box was left on the scene after the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it really hard. I mean, it looks like it's gold or bronze. It must be such a heavy metal. Hold on, let me try and process it again. So, we're keeping this. This is a crime scene. Okay. Yeah, look for clue. Oh, there's more stuff. All right. And there's more guards. Where on earth is that randomizer machine?
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lenny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something...
Finally, we got to mention the
You're
number
trying to help
selector.
them? That'll be a tall order.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time.
Good.
I'm sure you already
not
know
good
that you
that
have
the
to make a
girl,
reservation in
disappeared.
advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's
But
a
we got
trial
some
or
important
some
information.
performance. In
Did
other
someone
words,
tweak
Lenny
that
knew who
number?
would be sitting where from the very beginning.
Oh,
That much
it really
checks
does add
out.
up.
Lenny
But
reserved
we can't
our
be
seats
sure
for
yet.
us too.
This region has a
But you
lot
see
of
why
secrets.
I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lenny.
Sorry to bother you.
Even though it's bad for Lenny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Might as well ask it for him to like. He might know some information that everyone else doesn't. So he could make it actually like bring something new up, like new evidence. So someone tampered with it. So maybe like who? There must be someone in the troop that must have tampered it. So, oh, there's like more stuff. Oh, we have to go all the way up here. And this is the box where Miss Audience, I forgot her name, went into. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Opera House, missing lady, Halsey. It's an ordinary box, but Lenny somehow moved instantly from the stage to being inside of it. How did he do it? That's gonna take, I think that's his secret. If it's gonna have to save his butt, then he might have to
I see
sacrifice
that you're
it.
investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too.
Oh, are
If you
you
find any
another
new
detective?
and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, all right?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Oh, I should have paid attention
Yes,
to that in the
exactly.
cutscene.
It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense.
Mechanisms?
So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice, Lynette perhaps, jumping atop the water tank or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
So wouldn't the water tank have to start to swing a bit in that case?
That's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Like some sort of thud. Okay. They got auditory evidence. Well, just someone's accounts of the auditory. Alright. Oh, look, it's the suspects. Hello, Molly.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
Okay. Yeah, any more evidence? There's like, no, this is just people. Did we exit? Oh, there's like there's an opening.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Yay!
You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns
Paimon's wear is
and pursue the
ridiculously.
truth. No. And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
My brain had a brain
Well,
fart.
you're right on the bar about
Her
that
name's
one,
Navia, isn't it?
Who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Spina
From mediating
Astera.
disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Oh my goodness, those eyes are pretty. That diamond.
Though those who play by
I
our
want it.
rules call me boss.
Are you a detective or
I'm
something?
Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Cool. She's like a new Geo character, isn't it?
Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
But there's like a faction of Fontaine, right?
Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
Like a Fontaine faction with rose
That's
themes.
Right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too! That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Okay.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she? But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges.
Ooh, drinks.
And,
I wonder what that tastes
there
like.
was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
This is a new Geo character we're talking about.
What's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her. All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
It does make it kind of dramatic.
Well?
And why would that be?
So, the truth falls to the wayside, it shouldn't be treated like entertainment. The thing is, Fontaine gets his energy from people's faith in the Archon.
See, Silver and Maloose? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the Traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
That's more like it.
Okay, agreement. I kind of blanked out for a moment.
I was... brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
Yay, detective buddies!
You have a point. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you?
Hey, I'm a missus!
You seem like you've got something on your mind.
This guy's barely talked.
I have nothing to add.
Okay.
Oh.
No, these guys,
then.
they wear suits. It was kind of like the guy, the guys who tried to bury the person with the roast chicken.
Start revealing Linny's tricks. Thanks.
All right, that's cool, Navia. I want to see. Does she really have a geovision? Let me see. I don't exactly see where it's supposed to be. Or is that a? No, I don't think that's a hydrovision. Oh, your hair is getting in the way. Hold on. I'm just gonna. No, that's not a vision. Maybe is she visionless? Oh yeah. Oh, I spot it. It's the geovision. Okay. Finally a geo character. Wonder why that wasn't like shown up in. Okay, we should. Oh, okay. Hello, Tristan, or however what your name is. Oh, all I need to do is just click on this melusine.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If
No
you
dip,
wish to
Sherlock.
leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
Or during the show.
I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
Where's your village?
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
Is she underground?
Thank you for your help. This'll be
Is
useful
there like an
info.
underground system underneath the court? Okay, so no one could leave, not by normal means.
Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going.
Ironic. This is a child with his hydrovision. Oh, ah!
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Wait, you don't know each other?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
It
Yes,
sounds like
a
walking
world of
on
secrets
quartz in
is hidden
Minecraft.
beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick.
Oh, that must be
But
the
before I
thud.
reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
We're looking at you. I don't see it unless...
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Is that another door on the other side?
Weren't there
Oh!
balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
Back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Me neither.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
Another box aside this one?
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Oh, downwards! I knew there was like a trick, like underground.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
And it linked the two boxes together, but how on earth did Linny get to the other side this fast?
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Need to make sure
Precisely.
I'm recording.
The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
We need to address something to Linny, right? About the
Once the box was lowered, the
raw
trolley would
material.
store some energy
finally
through
got to
this
say it.
device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
So what about your side of the trick?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had
Phonograph?
already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
Oh, so how did the
what
Linny
about
appear?
Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
Mezzanine. I will have to search that up.
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
Wow. Okay. This is actually kind of splendid. So not much
Lynette
magic
would
was actually
briefly
at
walk
work.
out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would.
Yeah, the
But
rope.
as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
So even you guys
We
don't
really
know.
don't know how
or
that
at least not
happened.
telling us.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Wait, I need to ask
Yes,
them
of
about the
course.
rope.
No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
A magic trick, okay. We already know what happened. And a magic box structure. And Lenny's clothes. And the side, audience side magic box structure. And do I need to like memorize all of these? Examine the control. Okay, so it operates automatically. And what else? Oh my goodness, so much. A magic, no. Oh my goodness. Did I really mistake magic for ladder? Okay. This is a thingy.
What's this?
Is that
Looks
a hook?
like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Either he wanted to hide this from us, or this was out of his sight.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Strange.
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
A drop hook rope. Its use is unclear. Let's see. Oh, water. There's
The
supposed to be a
floor
boss.
is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which,
Everyone's in high
why
heels.
would there be water here?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear? And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
Or maybe the trolley was moving
That
out of
can't
reach?
be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
A broken flower vase. So it's unlikely to be knocked over by the trolley. So someone has been moving around here. And it looks like these lamps, it looks like they just turn on. So either there must be a light switch somewhere, like it turned off during the... Ooh, clothing. Okay. Either the lights must have turned off during the magic trick for atmospheric pressure, or the boxes, they prevent you from seeing the light.
These are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
Oh my goodness, she's naked.
Clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that?
I remember because Lynette's clothes were still in the tank when Lenny made her vanish.
Lynette doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Whoa! What are you wearing, Paimon? Now you're getting more ridiculous clothing by the second. Okay. High precision needs to okay. Racks have been examined already, and now there's these clothes. Hold on, let me check the clothes here. Let's see if they're the same. They have something that looks like a trapezoid, but just with 3 sides. Aha! It does look the same, but the top, I mean the like whatever that collar thingy is to cover the breasts. Examine the storage boxes. So props haphazardly. That means kind of roughly. Ooh, trolley. Yeah, but look at these. Oh, sit. Yay! Look at all these clothing. I would definitely like to go shopping here.
What is this place?
Oh my goodness! No! Dude, let's not make the joke.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Let's try to go through, maybe.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
So, Linny and Lynette were in 2 magic boxes. Other than those that go through the magic boxes...
You're right! Let Paimon write that down.
So a tunnel vent. Alright, this is critical information. In a trolley, it's crucial for transporting, so the culprit must have used this.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Okay.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Alright. So the culprit, it has to be someone who knows about the operations of this magic trick. Either the twins or someone in the troupe, or someone who snuck in here and observed them. So let's examine this ladder to return to the magic box above. I'm not sure how well that the thing can go up. Who can lift the box? Okay, let's check for any other things that I missed. Did I? Okay. I checked these. Just want to make sure. And now we need to head back up to the surface. Why are you canceling? Okay, let's get up here.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our
She
findings.
sounds
once
like
Malus
Mona or
returns.
Asta.
Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
Can't we just make
So,
Lenny
what did the
address
guards say?
the rope?
Did the
Oh
criminal
my
escape
god!
through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
Okay, I think so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
Oh, oratrice?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the oratrice.
Oratrice, okay.
Simply,
Please
it's as if
remember
the
that
oratrice
word,
has its own will,
Cute. Please
and
you
is
keep
a
on
judge
forgetting
in its
it.
own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Okay, fascinating. It's right there. Move my mouse, there's stuff going on.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Novelet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Are we just gonna have crackers or something?
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Hey, control yourself.
Just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Oh, there's like Madeleines, aren't there?
But how?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
That's a funny camera movement. They're going up there. Oh.
You're carrying a portable stove with you?
Oh, cool.
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's
Don't set
baking
this
needs
place
whenever
on
the
fire,
fancy
please.
strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Egg, sugar, and almonds. What does that make? Is it like the Lotus Crisp? No, that's a
Good
Leah
work,
thing.
you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snack soon enough.
Yeah, but I will go ahead and end the video up here. It looks like we're not going to be leaving this place anytime soon. So, I'll go see you guys in the next one. Hopefully, we'll see what the results of the case are like. Bye!